Welcome to another video from Gradelink websites. In this video, we'll cover how you can password protect a particular link or a page. So in this case, we have a link on the MyHeritage page on this website that links to a Google Drive. And if we want to password protect that particular link, we're going to have to set up a separate page with a Google form, not a Google form, but a Gravity form on it that then redirects after someone has entered the password. So this will take a few steps. First thing we'll want to do is go to Forms, and we could click Add New, Blank Form, and we'll say Password Protection. Create a blank form. And we're simply going to use a single line text. And we'll say password to access. We'll call this password, and then you can put something in the description such as enter password to access this resource. And under the placeholder, you can say enter password here. And the other thing you'll want to do, we can actually, at the submit button at the end of the form, you can also put it at the end of the last row, see how that looks. Now we'll want to embed this on a page, but before we do that, we need to make sure that after someone enters the password, then they get redirected to the proper link. So we're going to go ahead and copy that link. So it was right here. And under confirmations, we're actually going to edit the default confirmation, and we're going to change this to a redirect. And the redirect URL is going to be the page that we want to redirect people to after they've entered the password. Click Save. And we also want to remove any notifications because we don't want to get a notification email every single time someone fills this out, since it's simply a password. So I've deactivated the default admin notification. Now the next step is going to be to create a page and enter kind of an interstellar page. And we'll call this pass access protection. Or access state of the school reports. And this is a very simple page. We can simply have a text module on here. You can actually design it as much as you wish. One thing we do need to do is grab the embed code of the form. So going back into Forms, and the form is called Password Protection. So we'll go to Edit, click Embed, and copy the shortcode. Click Copy Shortcode. Go back to the page and then paste the shortcode in. We're going to change title equals false, and then click Save Changes. Then we'll just put the order of the page at 20,000. That way it doesn't show up at the top of the list on the pages. When you go to pages, you don't want an insignificant page like that to be at the very top because it was the latest. That's probably not a big deal, but that's just a matter of preference. Now we can go take a look at our page here. So we have a very simple page with the password. The only edit perhaps that we might want to make is making that submit button actually at the end of the form instead. Go ahead and refresh. And so now we also have to set one more parameter on the form, which is it'll only redirect if the password that we want to set is set up. So for that, we actually have to add a what we call conditional logic to the redirect. So technically, right, the way it's set up right now, no matter what somebody submits in that text box, it'll redirect over here. So what we need to do is actually set the default confirmation to say incorrect password. Please try again. Save. And this way, if someone puts in something that's not the correct password, they'll see incorrect password. Please try again. And we can save by refresh. All right. Then we'll create another confirmation, and we'll call it correct password. And here's where we can put in the correct redirect, and now it'll enable us to say if use this confirmation if the password is, and we'll put in the password that we want. So you can enter anything in here, and what that means is now if we go to this page and I enter, let's say, a random password, it will say incorrect password. Please try again by refreshing the page. And if I enter the correct password, I will then get redirected to the destination link. So now that we have that working, we have one remaining item to do, and that is to actually replace the direct link to the external resource, which in this case is a Google Drive link. Replace that with first the page that we've set up with the password form. So I'm going to copy the link, or actually we can just edit this page by enabling the visual builder. Go to the button State of the School Reports, click on the settings icon, click on the link, and then we're going to go ahead and remove this, and I'm going to use the dynamic content to link directly to the page that we created called Access State of the School Reports. We'll click on the green check mark, save changes, and go ahead and publish those changes. So now we can test out our page. As soon as we get a white check mark, exit the visual builder. Now, when we go to the MyHeritage page, scroll down to State of the School Reports. Then it opens up the password protection page here. If we enter the correct password, then I click Submit, and it redirects us to the resource. And that's all there is to it. You could technically set up this same type of setup for any type of page.